Welcome guys, this is my first review on a device and the first review I've ever done on this vape channel of the Vape Doctor, so welcome. Today I'm going to review the RX200 along with the wrap from Simon. As you can see, it's Superhero Marvels wrap. It looks absolutely wicked. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the device and the positives and also the downfalls to the device. So let's get started. So basically the RX200, it's well known for having 3 batteries. I'm running 3 Samsung 25Rs in this bad boy. The 3 batteries make the battery life actually a little bit longer than most devices, that like the Cube for example, that takes 2. You notice this lasts a bit longer, and also because it's got 3 batteries it rams up brilliant. Let's go back to the quality first. It feels quite nice and firm, quite solid. It's a nice chunky device, I'll give you that. I can't imagine it being very good, you know, if you're taking it out every day, if you're working around and about. So I'll say this is more a stay at home sort of vape, because you can't fit that. If you put that in your pocket, you know, you definitely haven't lost it, but it's definitely going to be a pain to carry around. It's just simple menus as well, so like you press 5 clicks, it goes off, press 5 clicks, it turns on, press 3 clicks fast, and you get into nickel modes. You can also bring up an actual menu as well, if you're quick. Well, I'll just turn it off. So yeah, that menu can be a little bit tricky to get into sometimes. As everyone knows as well, if you really want to do face swap, that little bad boy down there with the 2 eyes and the mouth, you can see that? You can definitely mess around with face swap on that. Right, so I'm back in watt mode at last after 3 clicks. See, that took some doing. It's a bit hard because, you know, you're used to clicking so fast to shut things off, you're not used to doing that 3 clicks, so it's a bit tricky. Also, the problem is with these is you've got to get a 4-bay charger, because they have been reported to unevenly charged batteries. Now, I know a few people do charge for USB, but they don't like die all the way down. I also know people like me, I'll stick them in a 4-bay charger because it's safer and you know they're charged dead even as well. It's definitely worth just buying 3 extra batteries and just carrying them around with you, because there's no point of risking it really. I mean, they're alright for just topping up, you know, if you're desperate and you find out you're a bit low and you're far from home, but it's not worth it. So we'll give it a fire up. Using a support dripper with some 26 gauge twist clapping at 130 watts. So yeah, as you can see, I'm on 130 watts there. And 0.2 ohms. As you can see, the RAM up time on that is brilliant. There was no delay because of the 3 batteries. It gets the power straight to where you want it. So it's really good for those nice low builds as well. And that's only 130. I mean, at 200, I can imagine this thing be absolutely savage with the really low ohm builds out there. Also, now let's talk about this wrap. Right, this is only a short video. It's not going to be long and boring. I'm not going to go into too much detail. But the wrap here is made by shootthejuice.co.uk. Now, the quality of this wrap is absolutely insane. Now, they're less than £10. I brought one at £10 and it just rubbed apart. You can see it's sort of like laminated texture. You can just rub and rub and rub and it doesn't move. I reckon, right, that will last months on end because it's laminated decent as well and it's textured. It's actually a decent quality and it's quite thick. It's not too thick so it's had to curve around and fit, but it definitely fits quite nicely. And as you can see, it fits absolutely snug. It's absolutely beautiful. So if anyone wants any of those wraps, I mean, he does quite a few designs for different mods. It's called www.shootthejuice.co.uk and just enter the promo code MOD10. You'll get yourself 10% off over cheap, decent quality wraps. And you can see the RAM up time. I'm not even under drag for a very long time. I can just go for a cane. I can absolutely chain it if I want to, and it will just keep introducing that power. My batteries on this is right low, as you can see. I mean, it's really low and it's still just cooking up. No messing around, so it is a good device, but I wouldn't recommend it to an everyday vape. I mean, for home, it'll be brilliant. For dripping, it'll be brilliant. But as you can see, it is quite bulky. If you compare it to a Smok, which is quite slim, I mean, this is taller, don't get me wrong, but it fits in your pocket better and a bit less noticeable, and, you know, it's still got a good battery life. So that's my comparison of them 2 ever so slightly, but my main view was about this, and this is a bad boy. It does temperature control. It does quite a few different settings that I haven't really got to play around with, because I don't play around with temperature control. I just normally stick to camphor coils or stainless steel that you can use in wattage. But it is a brilliant device, and it just fits nicely in there, those 3 batteries. So thanks for tuning in for the first video. This wasn't a very long one, it was just to give you guys a quick eye up about the RX200 because I've done quite a lot of these on my live shows. So if you've got any comments you want to put down there, any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Thanks for watching the Vape Doctor and don't forget to subscribe.